Well, hello there. Today I will go over the beginning of the Cataclysm, how to start the Cataclysm, how to go over the talents, how to approach your leveling as a whole. So this can be considered kinda like a beginner's guide or maybe an introduction into the Cataclysm, because this is meant for those people that have completely no clue what to expect from the Cataclysm beyond the fact that things change. So let's begin with questing and zones, of course. So every single zone, almost every single zone, changed in one way or another. Some changes are minor, some changes are major. For example, Teldrassil, the Isle of Quodanus, the Blood Oath starting locations, the Draenei starting locations, those didn't change at all. Quests there did not change at all either, since those were added in the Burning Crusade, so they're kinda in a different layer of the world, you could say, and every time you go there you have to go through a portal or some sort, or by ship. So Teldrassil, it was just untouched. I don't know how they survived. No, I'm lying. It actually was touched. The harbor on the Teldrassil, which is the Root Terran village, is now completely underwater, submerged. The ships are still going, so they didn't touch that. And that's about it. Every single zone just changed. There are going to be some cataclysmic events. There are going to be tornadoes, earthquakes, volcanoes, just fire pits, just earth cracks and shit like that. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's you just see it. You will just see it, all of it. But all of that, covering all of that separately is going to be a pain in my ass, so I'd rather not to. You just have to know that there's going to be a lot of stuff. So the quest, as you can see on the footage, this footage was taken from a private server that I decided to play. I didn't get into the closed beta, so couldn't make any footage there. This realm is on triple the experience from the Blizz-like servers without the Jewish journeys, so your levels are going a lot faster than there. But everything else works pretty much the same. Every single quest, I remember a lot of quests from retail when I played the Cataclysm on the retail, and I can't really say much difference between this private server and the Cataclysm as a whole on that level. So if this turns you away, then of course you can wait for guides from the beta, but I will go over this from here since I found this and it works nice. As you can see, the starting location for humans already changed through the questing. There are no kobolds anymore. There are no more random wolves. There are no Defias bandits. Instead, we have a Blackrock invasion. Blackrock wargs, orcs, and goblins are just there, and we are dealing with that kind of stuff. But it's only in Northshire. The rest of the location is pretty much the same, although you will see one surprise regarding the Hugger. So I highly advise you to finish the whole Velwyn. Not that you would have a choice, but okay. Everything else is a little bit different. So every single location now tells a story of a quest. There's gonna be chain quests now. So instead of you going on random quests, one here, one there, another quest somewhere there, far, far away, you now have a proper quest chain. So to get the next quest in the chain, you will need to finish the previous ones. Usually it's gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5 quests that are given by random people at your quest hub. You finish those, they give you another quest. You finish those, they give you another quest, and then they send you off to another quest hub in the same zone and telling you, like, you know what, boy, off from here. You have to do some business there now. But every single zone has an interesting story behind it. The Westfall, you work as a detective. detective assistant, basically. Red Ridge is my favorite. You'll have to do it. You just have to finish it to understand what it is related to, and you will love it. If you love that movie, you will love the questing there. Otherwise, to understand where you have to go questing now, you can always visit your capital city, which is going to be Stormwind or Grimar. I'm pretty sure there were in Teldrassil and all the other capital cities of your faction. They're going to be either Warchief's Command board or Hero's Call board. These boards give you the first quest to every location. Once you are eligible of taking quest for that specific zone or location, it will appear on the Hero's Call board. Once you pick it up there, you can already start the next zone and quest there. So now you won't be needing any add-ons, or you won't be needing to check Wowhead to actually find where you have to go with your questing, which is a big, I could even say grand quality of life change for questing and for beginners, for people that don't know what to do. The levels of the zones also changed. Now you will not need to have an experience boost to comfortably level in a same continent. Now, before you even finish the previous zone, you will already get the Hero's Call quest for the next zone, which is a massive upgrade again. Because, as you remember, during the vanilla, Burning Crusade, and Wrath of the Lich King, I remember as a human, if you level through those zones, you would eventually need to venture from Duskwood to Wetlands or Ashenvale and quest there, because you would just not have enough experience to do that. Absolutely not enough experience to comfortably level there. Not enough level, level. And you would have to leave the zone. Sometimes you get a quest that leads you to another zone, like a minor quest chain or something. Now that's not going to be an issue, because you will have enough quests to level and out-level even the first quest of the next zone. By out-level, I don't mean it's going to be green for you. I mean when you venture there, you get that quest. It's not going to be like you can barely deal with that quest. You can already comfortably level in there. Achievements. The Lore Master achievements, as you can see on the screen, have changed drastically now. It's not going to be one big achievement for each continent now, which is Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. Now it's going to be every single separate zone on those continents that's going to give you a part of the Lore Master achievement. So this means now you can finish those quests comfortably, because you will see which zone you need to do quests in to finish the Lore Master. Although I would highly suggest you to finish your Lore Master if you are close to it on a Wrath before this change comes in, because if you don't, you will have to start all over again with the Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor, most likely. Another big change is rare enemies. Now, rare enemies, when killed, will give you experience equal to one major quest. So, for example, we just killed Voltros here, and he gave enough experience, from a kill quest. Like, you go and kill like a single elite somewhere in a world, and you get 5,000 experience, 10,000, 20,000 experience, and now a rare enemy gives the same amount of experience for you, if it's a level appropriate. The dungeon finder is also the same, but the dungeon quests are different now. Every single dungeon will have quests at the beginning of the dungeon now. You won't have to fly around and look for the quests all over the world. Now, every single quest available in that dungeon for completion is going to be at the beginning of the dungeon, and you can comfortably pick up all the quests, finish them, and return them at the beginning of the dungeon, which disables need after every dungeon to travel around the whole world to turn in the quests again. As you can see, my friend here is also leveling a mining profession. That is another major change for leveling. If you want to level your professions while questing, you will not need to stop leveling your character while doing your professions, because now mining and herbalism are giving experience for every node and herb you pick up. The experience is not a lot of experience, but for as long as you pick up level appropriate materials from the world, it's gonna be decent. And since you need a lot of materials, it's gonna be pretty a lot of experience, comparable to a couple of quests, you could say, at the end of the day. As you can see, the Strangleton Vale changed as well. It's now separated into two different parts. It's going to be northern part and the Cape, which is the southern part. You don't need to pick up the pages again and all that kind of stuff, but that's an off-site topic. So now you don't need to level your skills every single time they should be leveled up, because now you learn your skills only once and they automatically scale with your level. This means that you're not going to be getting the power up every 8, 6, 10 levels for your skills. Now you get your power up every single level. Every single level, all of your skills become stronger. You still need to visit your trainer at least once to learn that skill though, so don't forget to do that. So, what can I say overall? The questing has become a lot easier. The leveling has become a lot easier now. You will get a lot more experience in Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King zones, because the Blizzard boosted that experience, and boosted by a lot. You will definitely feel it, the difference. Dungeon questing, dungeon leveling is also become a lot more comfortable, because every single class can now stand on their own ground in there. Every single class is strong, every single class deals a lot of damage now from the get-go. Some classes are of course stronger than the others, some classes are weaker, but that was always the case. But with this, I will conclude the very first part of this introduction into the Cataclysm for beginners. I myself have played throughout the whole Cataclysm on retail when it released. I finished leveling my hunter. By the time we got a pre-patch event, we get new talents and stuff. With my new talents, I even visited Icecrown Citadel as a level 80. It was broken. Every single class was just dealing so much more damage. The Lich King had no chances at that point. But the point is, everything changes. The questing is gonna be easier. The mechanics are gonna be, some of the mechanics are gonna be easier on the classes. You're gonna have a lot less talents to worry about. You're gonna be having a lot less things you have to worry about where you're leveling. So please do leave a comment below if you have something to say about this. If you think this is useless, then say so. If you think this was a good, please just leave your honest opinion on this here introduction. Thank you all for watching this. I will see you in the second part. The second part is going to go over the talents as a whole, all of the changes for the talents, the mastery, some new abilities and stuff like that. So thank you all for watching. As I said before, please leave a comment below. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon.